right, welcome back, Vintage Gamers. Special episode here. Fired a vintage prelim. What I have for you is actually a list I've been testing for the upcoming showcase. I figured, you know what? It can't do any harm to show this list. There's not much revolutionary happening in this list. I did post it on my Patreon just as a thank you to anyone who had subscribed already. This is what I'm testing for the RCQ. This is a Saga-less PO deck. It is a 3-island PO deck. Nothing here is something you haven't seen before. But I really enjoy Dress Down in the metagame currently. Trying to have like less clunky top end. I might end up cutting this Karn, but with Tinker Saga on the rise, Karn's really nice mirror breaker, so probably keep the Karn for now. I just really like the idea of having a bunch of islands in my deck, which don't get wastelanded, with Wasteland being super huge. I've been trying out Dismember instead of Fatal Push. It's worked a lot better. I definitely saw this from the Power 9 recently, and I decided I liked it a lot. That might end up getting replaced by the new card when the next set comes out, but maybe not. Opposite Change is still the best anti-Doomsday, anti-Tinker Saga card, so we're keeping that in here. And I'm trying out a Toxic Deluge as a way to beat down on these heavy creature decks with like the mono white decks, that kind of thing. 4 Flusterstorms in the 75, 4 Hurkles in the 75, very normal. Just a normal Karn anti-graveyard board with a lattice, just to make your Karn a win condition inside of you just in like Pyroblast or like controlling matchups, like having your Karn actually be a win condition that's not Pyroblastable, not Stormable is like pretty powerful. So I think having a lattice is fine. You don't need a lattice, but I'm not really missing a sideboard slot that I care too much about. You should always have the ability to demonic for a Tabernacle. It's really important against Bazaar. And then I do think that Sphinx is still good, even though Boseiju exists. I think it's worth having Sphinx to answer, just have like really nice bug card. Make sure you win the bug matchup. And then really good against even the decks that have Boseiju and that kind of thing. So it's a pretty straightforward list. That's basically just using Dress Down, Repeal, Karn in the flex slots. Oh, the other thing is I have a third top in here. PO's always been looking for more artifacts, and all the other ones stink. I tried 2 Astrolabe, but it's still so clunky and awkward. Even with like 4 islands, I tried playing 4 snow-covered island, 1 Tundra, 1 Sea, 1 Tolarian Academy, and I still had problems with the Astrolabes. So now we're on 3 top, and it's been fine. It definitely makes your Citadel better, which is always nice. And it's a lot of the times you're using top to fix your hand after you get your spells countered, so it works out pretty good. I'm gonna go in, like, there'll be a pretty long Saga video either before or after this video, but if you want to hear like a couple more of my thoughts about why I don't play Saga in PO, then that's there. The main thing is that I think Saga is a tool that you can use to beat up on controlling decks, and because controlling decks don't exist in the format, and because everyone is trying to beat Saga decks, you actually get to sidestep a lot of the Saga hate by just not playing Saga. And your PO deck functions very similarly. And you actually get to make your deck more stronger against the field by just playing Dress Down. If people didn't play a bunch of Sagas and the metagame wasn't so tuned for Saga, then it would make more sense to play Sagas in your PO deck. But because PO's deck is not a deck that needs Saga to fulfill its game plans, and the Saga doesn't like blow open its game plan like Breach, it's just not really necessary. So thank the people for playing Saga for you, and then you don't have to play Saga. See you in the matches.
Exciting news, everyone. I have just launched a new Patreon. There, you can show support for my content, grab additional weekly metagame recommendations, and even submit a donation deck list. Donation deck lists are the most frequently asked question on my channel, and I feel I am now ready to support this new content. Please check out the rules for submissions on the Patreon link in the description, and thank you for your continued support of my channel. Let's battle.
What's going on? This is going to be round 1 of a vintage prelim. Those don't happen very often anymore. They did change the prelim structure for what it's worth. Prelims now only cost 200 play points instead of 300 play points, and the prizes are actually much better from what I can tell, even with not having a vintage showcase this season. You can use your QPs in the upcoming RCQ that will be on Sunday, September 4th for vintage. So there's some upside to playing some prelims. So basically, we're going to play 4 rounds. And yeah, I got PO. Let's do it. Don't know if Oxy's on mono white or the blue deck that they were showing me earlier. I think I'm interested in keeping this hand and pondering and trying to find additional counterspell backup or even just a Moxen to play my mana vault off of. Obviously, this exposes me to Wasteland, so even finding a Misty Rainforest is not even bad. What I may do is take the Misty and then play it and crack before I play Probe, because I don't really want a second PO here. So I do think I'm going to keep these cards, though. I think the Misty is important in case I get Wastelanded. This version of PO does have 3 basics, which is really nice. If we're playing against Wasteland. Doesn't look like we're going to play against... Oh, well, that's bad. My opening hand did not have a 4th mana for Karn, nor did it have a force. So, I mean, we could just die. That is always a running risk. Running risk. I wanted to say a risk you run, but somehow we ended up in the opposite order. I might need to finish my caffeine before we do this. All right. Blue, 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 and... okay, so they're playing, it's like a blue-white Ledger Shredder control deck. I've seen the list. This card's pretty annoying against us. We're gonna have to... I don't even know how we deal with it, to be honest. I was saying to Oxy that I didn't think this card was very good, but now that I look at my hand, I'm very upset that this card is in play, so that'll be awkward. Okay, I don't have a Sphinx to tutor for, so unfortunately, this is gonna be kind of annoying. And there's not much I can really do about it. Because I'm not really playing a Saga PO deck, so I don't have a lot of ways to threaten Planeswalkers. Even if I was playing Saga, my opponent has 5 Wastelands in their deck that I know about. So I guess what we want to do is just start deploying our mana. And then figure out how to proceed from here. It's kind of a hard card to kill, even if you do have 1 creature. But yeah, so my opponent's deck is basically... It's similar in construction to Birdblade. It is like a Ledger Shredder, blue cantrip, Wasteland control deck. And this is the answer that we're playing for Saga tokens. Not a huge deal. Obviously, I don't want my mana vault to be stolen, but at least they don't get to use my mana vault, and they have a pretty high clock from their 2 mana sources. So that's something. Mystic Sanctuary, sure. So yeah, I mean, my whole game plan is pretty screwed here. Don't really have a good way to deal with this. So maybe it is better than I thought it was. Yeah, I mean, I feel like if I had this Force of Will for Dovin, this game would be kind of a run over nightmare for them. As we would just be playing like Haymaker after Haymaker, but they didn't lose any mana crypt flips, which is awkward. I kind of need them to lose mana crypt flips. I would definitely counter a Ledger Shredder if I saw one. They're on 3 Flusterstorm, 2 Negation, 4 Force of Will, so a pretty heavy counter suite. It's like very much a controlling blue deck. Yep. Let's get this PO out of here. It seems like that's not a plan we're going to be able to achieve in this lifetime. Did get their major clock, though, so we are kind of racing. If they would maybe lose a couple mana crypt flips. Well, none of my spells are remotely castable. This is a really common thing to happen to me when I play PO, is I don't draw mana Moxen, and I draw all of the clunky cards. Like, there are not that many clunky cards in this deck. There's 1 Karn, 1 Narset, 1 Yogg. Like, there's not that many cards that cost a lot of mana. I just have all of them. They're going to pay to untap their mana vault. Smart play. They've also not lost any crypt flips, which is problematic. Doesn't look good for me. Does not look good for me. Yeah, just like 2 Force of Will would have been really strong with my hand earlier, but now it's too late. The good news is they're not playing like Hull Breachers. Oh, wait, what? Where'd that come from? Looks like maybe they switched to Black Splash instead of White Splash. That's very odd. Oh, wait, no, that's very odd. This White Splash was like just for Swords to Plowshare, so maybe they're splashing Dismember and Demonic or something. It's supposed to be like fairly mono blue. Yeah, I don't think anything I do matters at this point. I don't see how I'm coming back from a no lands, no Moxen, tax effects. This is just not the kind of draw that's going to beat that draw. So opponent has not actually good answers to PO in their 75. I know they're 75 or at least close to 75 because they were talking with me about it. The main, like, they are bringing in like a bunch of energy fluxes, right? And energy flux is just like not super good against PO, in my opinion. So what we're gonna do is we'll bring in Fluster to help push our spells through, and we'll bring in. Actually, opposition agent looks quite horrible here. They don't have Saga or anything, so opposition agent doesn't even look good. Don't really think Deluge looks good. I mean, we could bring in Needle for Wasteland, but we don't actually care about Wasteland. We have Triple Island. So I shouldn't actually care too much about Wasteland. So maybe it's just a simple Hercules out, Fluster in, and like we play our game plan. I really don't think my game plan is bad against them. I think the draw we had in game 1 was awful for what we were playing against, but maybe the biggest problem in game 1 was my Ponder. I don't know, it's like hard to say no to like a cantrip plus not a cantrip, a probe plus a fetch land in that situation. It's really hard to say no to that, but maybe I should have. This hand looks much better. Does, funnily enough, have two of the 3 lands that can be wastelanded. I can't really do too much about that. Sometimes you just draw those ones instead of fetches and islands. The good news is that they're wastelanding my underground sea here. I don't really care. What we need is just one additional Moxen, and then we have a PO for 3 in a pretty good spot. Probe is annoying because now they know to hold up and fluster. Yeah. Basic island. Interesting basic island choice. Okay, so now we need to just play around fluster. They are going to have 3 flusters in there, 75 at least. Like a Mana Crypt is really good here. Soul Ring Time Walk is also pretty strong. I don't really know about this. So this actually doesn't let me play around Fluster on their turn. Don't see any reason to jam a PO into 2 negations and 3 flusters. That would be pretty silly in my mind. I'm not gonna play anything here. I think what we'll do is, let's see. So I'll have, if I don't spin, then I have PO end step, gets flustered, untap PO with force backup. That's probably good enough. Oh, I actually do beat Fluster because this is, yeah, okay. So more caffeine for Justin. I actually beat Flusterstorm here. I didn't really realize that. I probably should have PO'd in upkeep then. I'm not going to activate my top because I think it's too detrimental. I don't really want, like, if this gets countered, I want to be able to untap and PO with my top in play right now. Now I just feel like super a million years far ahead. I have so much going on. I guess we just take the Tundra, and then we're going to play out our Moxen, and we're going to cast... We won't play this out yet. We're going to just play Time Walk first. Technically, I can pay for this through a Flusterstorm if I want to. And then we'll play Narset. And I think they are just going to concede soon. It's a little late. Yeah. So just like strong use of timing windows, playing around Flusterstorm as much as possible. Just like a much better PO hand, right? Pretty big difference. I don't really think that the hand I kept in game one was a mulligan. And I don't think the ponder was like unjustifiable. I think it just lined up extremely poorly with my opponent's Lotus dove in hand, right? And I think that happens. Here is another interesting PO hand, right? Where, man, doesn't really do anything. I'm probably keeping it, though, with Force. Obviously, a hand that is going to be looking to draw Moxen. But when it draws Moxen, it's not terrible. We have some reasonable cards. Maybe, like, kind of an anemic PO hand for sure, but... Though, like... I don't know. Drawing extra lands when we could be drawing Moxen is real rough. But I guess that also plays into like Thieving Skydiver when I can't I can't counteract it in any way. So I don't think Thieving Skydiver in general is like super good versus PO, but it's good if you have a slow start. I didn't bring in Dismembers for Ledger Shredder. I don't really feel like that's the axis I want to fight on. But I do think Ledger Shredder is quite good here. Don't really feel like I want my opponent to have a Ledger Shredder on turn 2. It feels like a way I kind of lose this game. That's a good draw because I can go Mystic Ancestral, Snap Ancestral kind of thing. I don't know if they'll let this resolve. It's kind of interesting thought. That makes me super happy. Not super happy, I guess. But I got rid of another Ledger Shredder too, which means they're not gonna have much of a clock. Okay, it didn't get negated, so that's even better. I am pretty happy with how that turned out. I can't imagine my opponent has much more clock left. Like they have 2 of their 4 like really strong attacking units are gone. They could obviously have opposition agent and hull breachers in their deck. I can't really do much about that. I didn't bring in Dismember because I have an idea of what they're playing. I think they probably don't have opposition agent, but I think it's a possibility that in this build they have hull breacher. I think no matter what, I'm still supposed to go for Mystical, for Ancestral. If they want to just Flusterstorm this, that is a terrible outcome. My opponent having Ancestral to refill after using Force is really, really poor for me. I just have to go for this Ancestral. I'm not going to play it on my turn, and the main reason is because of negation. But it does mean my opponent knows I have Ancestral and can play around it. Yeah, like I said, I think if this Ancestral gets negated, Snap maybe Demonic is like not going to be good enough. I really want to be able to Snap Ancestral after this gets countered. It's gonna be tough though. I'm just like too far behind tempo wise. We haven't seen any Wastelands, interestingly. If I get Wastelanded here, it's super bad for me too. Is this a Narset? Or just a Flux? What is this? Oh, it's a Dovin. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think this is getting better for me. So, wow, force pitching Cruise. Wow, pitching Cruise here is nuts. That's your next fill up. We are getting kind of Xeroxed out of this game just by opponent drawing Ancestral into Cruise, but I guess with a Dovin in play, things get harder for me. At least I have a clock for Dovin this time. It's not a super strong clock, and I have to, lose out my ability to do snap things. Oh, it's because they have Mystic Sanctuary. Right. Okay, so we're gonna have to counter that, unfortunately. Because I can't really let them Ancestral here. Obviously, if they have a fluster, it's super bad for me. They didn't have a fluster last time, though, so... All right, they have one card left in their hand. We have a Snapcaster. The Snapcaster, unfortunately, costing... Oh, it doesn't cost 3 mana. Oh, wow. Sorry, I read this card wrong. Okay, so I can actually go Snap Ancestral. Does that mean I want to upkeep this? Wow. It means they'll get to minus on my Snapcaster, which means it'll take longer to kill this. It's probably better to just try to avoid counter spells if possible here. Okay. Obviously, Citadel's a shit draw, but... Oh, wait, they just F6'd? Might have been an interesting choice. We don't have more than 2 Underground Seas, but if we draw a Jet, maybe at some point here. Alright, well, I get to take 2 off this Dovin, which gives me, like, 3 turns of Dovin left. I can also repeal the Dovin at the end step if I would like, which I may actually do. Still think I'm going to attack it in case I get flustered. Definitely think they should have minused on my Snapcaster. That would just buy you an extra turn. What I could do is I could repeal my Snapcaster and replay it. I'm actually 1 mana short of doing that. What if I dress down it? Does it lose its that ability? Does dress downing this lose the ability? Maybe. I don't know. I guess we'll find out together. In this Justing Learning moment. Presented by nothing. Someone sponsor me. Think of these ads. Think of the ads I can do. Strip mine is annoying here. They might even strip mine in my Underground Sea so that I have farther away from Citadel. All right, so let's fetch this. I'm not going to fetch a Tundra into the strip mine. Let's just get the last island. And then I'm going to play this dress down and see if it affects this Snapcaster. Oh, this is not... All right, this affects like the randomest things. Artifact instant sorcery. Okay. So does this get rid of this? I think it does. Okay, it doesn't. I'm wrong. Because this is not an ability. This is a... what is it? Oh, it's... What is the word for that? Okay. I don't know what the word for that is. It's like a... What the heck am I... It's a... I can't. It's on the top of my tip of my tongue. I can't remember it. Okay. I can only repeal this emerald, so I'm just not going to do that. Okay, so this is getting my last land. I think we won't play this repeal. I'm gonna maybe repeal my dress down. I don't know. Maybe I'm just supposed to repeal my Snapcaster Mage and play Demonic Tutor. Let's get this Mana Crypt in play. Maybe I'm just supposed to repeal my Snapcaster so I can... No, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna repeal my dress down here for value. I decided. What is this? Force? This is too much value? Okay, that's fair. Fair. Black Lotus lets us place it. Man, drawing the 3rd Shredder in the top 22? That's really good. That is so good against me. Holy shit. Now they don't even have to use this Dovin. What are you doing, homie? That's just got to be the most insane draw. Maybe I shouldn't have played this Mana Crypt out. I'm not going to crack this in case I get Wastelanded. That's so bad. This third Shredder draw was bad for me. This is a Preordain? All right. All they have to do is wait back with their 1/3. I haven't lost any crypt flips, but maybe that's because I'm channeling from game 1. Man. If I hit a Black Lotus, I can technically cast Citadel. But if they draw Gush... Oh, they didn't put a Gush in their deck. Okay, that's good for me. I still think that when they pitched their Treasure Cruise, they shouldn't have done that. That's kind of back to where I'm thinking, jeez. All right. I have drawn not very many good cards here, but I do have a lot of bad cards in my deck to draw at this point, so... PO is really annoying because I don't really want to cast 2 spells. But I'll definitely still take a PO. I don't want to crack this in case I have Wasteland, but I also don't want to not have fetches left. Man, I don't know. I'm just not drawing the cards that are good here. Oh, what's a guy to do? Maybe I wasn't supposed to use that repeal. Could have been the problem here. All right, I'm going to fetch this Tundra. Might just die to my Mana Crypt for playing it. I didn't really need to play my Mana Crypt, so... Ruby. I want to play all of these immediately because I don't want Ledger Shredder to trigger. What a weird game of Magic. I do think that... Well, maybe I don't even win if they don't have Ledger Shredder. I drew the Wasteland. Okay, fair. All right, I'm going to lose my Tundra. I'm going to lose my Academy. Okay. That's fine. I have plenty of mana. The 1/3 staring down the 2/1. Come on, man. Give me a PO. A PO is so good. Just draw 5. Probably just gets negated, right? I'm sure my opponent's hand is all counter spells. I guess this Dovin isn't really doing anything. The biggest problem is this Mana Crypt. Oh, this is a sad game. Maybe I was too aggressive the way I played it. Do you have 2 spells? Nice. Proud of you. They also drew a bunch of mana, but now they get to loot away another piece of mana, so... Pretty good. I can't imagine I'm winning this game. I would have to be pretty lucky. Maybe draw like good spell into good spell, and they don't have 2 counter spells, maybe. Tinker's not a bad draw here, because Tinker can turn my Mana Crypt into a Lotus. Alright, did you get rid of a Wasteland? That's kind of interesting. I would have figured Wasteland's pretty good here. Turn off my Tundra so I can't draw Mentor. Mentor feels like a way they lose this game. I mean, and I kind of want to make this bird bigger, so eventually they can go for like a lethal swing. I drew the Black Lotus. Do I give them a Ledger Shredder trigger, or do I wait? I think I have to wait. I don't really think giving them a Ledger Shredder trigger here makes sense. And I could always draw something like a force backup play. Though I guess playing my Lotus let them draw a Thieving Skydiver. So maybe that was bad. All right, now I'm just losing flips. It's all over. All right, what do you got for me, deck? Give me something good. That is pretty good. I kind of want to counter this if they can. It's really strong right now. They know I have Mindbreak Trap Hardcast. Okay. I'm going to give them a Ledger Shredder trigger, and I'm just going to go for Citadel. All right. I'm only at 7 life, I guess, so maybe this is a dumb idea. Okay. They get to force pitching Fluster, make their dude bigger. I do get to Flusterstorm this back, and so I have resolved a Citadel. I'm at 7 life, though, so... And they have a 2/4 flyer, and I have a Mana Crypt. And everything costs 1 more, so... Or not everything, but lots of things cost 1 more. Okay. Let's go tap Tundra, play Opal. Oh my lord. I will go to 4, and then I'll go to 2, and then I'll be on Mana Crypt flips. If I take a hit from Ledger Shredder, I flip down to 2. All I need to do... Well, they could... Depends on if they dove in me or not. I could... Man, I have no idea. I think this is bad to play, but I'm not 100% sure I'm confident I'm going to win if I don't play it. There are so many bricks here that kill that I can't cast. Like I can't cast Pio. I do have 2 more tops in my deck. One, two, three, four, five, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What can I draw? If I cast this, I go to 4. What can I draw? How many cards are half my deck is left? I can cast Tinker if I hit it. Okay, I'm gonna pass and draw this card, I guess. Man, I don't know. It's kind of risky for them to attack because then they're actually in Citadel range. Oh, maybe they just waited out. I didn't even think about that. Tails? I lost a flip again. What'd I draw? Brainstorm. Okay. Maybe. All right. I'll go to 3. Can I go to 3? Because they're gonna give them a... Oh no, I'm gonna give them a Ledger Shredder. I think I just have to try to win this turn. I don't have another removal spell for Shredder. All right. I think I just go. It's not a bad one to have on top. They have one card. They didn't pitch a spell. They can draw a counter spell here. They drew a counter spell. They drew negation. Okay. So I think that means I probably win because I can go cast this, get a PO. Maybe. I mean, that's all there is. PO. And then PO back all of this. I need a time walk. Another PO. So all of these cast themselves. I don't know if this actually is playable here. Maybe I should have picked up this Snapcaster Mage for an extra card. All right, so I should cast Ponder first, right? 2 mana though. Probably not. So if I cast PO, I don't have any more lands that make mana. So I'll have 1 mana left. I can play Mana Crypt. And then I'll be short on Time Walk is my only out. Man, them not attacking was so close because they're at 12 and I don't have another repeal in my deck. I think I need to ponder. Oh man, I don't know. Wait, could I have done if I had picked up Snapcaster Mage? I don't think I have anything. I don't think that would have mattered, right? Because I can't attack if I pick up Snapcaster Mage. Well, I can't. I needed a Yogwill is what I needed. I could have snapped a Mystical maybe, but then I don't have anything left. There's no Black Lotus left either, so I think I have to Ponder instead of PO. I can PO for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards. That might be killing me though, because I don't think I have another mana source. Whereas right now, if I Ponder, I can still Time Walk. Oh, but then I'm gonna die to my Mana Crypt. I might have fucked. Well, no, I can sack my Mana Crypt to Bolas Citadel. I didn't hit Time Walk. I'm gonna shuffle this. I think I just lose. Oh, I drew a Sapphire. Does that matter? I don't think that matters. No, I die. I probably had a better play here. Maybe I was supposed to I just think I didn't have enough mana if I PO'd, right? I guess Dovin wins. Damn. We almost played through it. It feels like it's pretty easy to play through this if I had like a little bit more going on, but I guess Wastelanding the Tolarian Academy won this game too. Wow. I maybe should have played one more removal spell in my deck. I don't know. Um I should have picked up this Snapcaster Mage for an extra card draw. It would have let me hit top. No, it would have let me hit Jet. I guess it would have made a difference. I think I just lose. Damn. I think it was just Yawgmoth's Will and Time Walk that got me out of that game, right? Interesting game. It was all because of this stupid third shredder. No. Cool game. Cool game. All right, in round 2 we got to buy. So you're going to get 3 rounds of Magic. Unlucky. Damn it. All right, after our brief buy, we're back playing against Super Cow. Not sure what Super Cow is doing today. We'll have to take a look. Our hand, unfortunately, does not function as Magic the Gathering cards. Close. If one land is a Moxen, would snap it off. Too many lands. Too many lands. Who's winning? World Champions? Oh, we got paired up to the Super Cow. Ah. All right, mulligan. Oh, boy. Yeah, it's a keeper. Actually, we probably get rid of Merchant Scroll, not Snapcaster. Maybe you do keep Merchant Scroll, and then you can get Force, second PO. Normally, you just get Ancestral, and we already have Snapcaster, Ancestral in our hand. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, we're dead. Ah. Okay, fair enough. No land drop, huh? Okay. Not much I can do about that. That is definitely a thing that can happen when you keep no lands. Second sphere. Sorcerer's Spyglass. Ah. Prison Shops. I wonder if Super Cow's playing the squeeze shop thing. We would have been real good against that if we just resolved Mentor. Obviously, it didn't happen. No land drop is good for us, though. If we hit a land, I actually think we're in an okay spot. We get to play all of our mana. Then maybe we get something. Oh, they're named Scalding Tarn. We should only have 1 Tarn in our deck, right? 2 Tarns in our deck. Top, okay. Well, it's not a Snapcaster game. Play that much. It could be the Squee Prison Shops deck. That could be what's happening right now. Thorn. Okay. Yeah, I mean, things are really rough now. That's unfortunate. This stress down. Yeah, I mean, it's very likely we don't cast any spells in this game. Opponent kept a no land hand too, or maybe they have a bunch of wastelands in their hand. I feel like you'd play a wasteland out if you had it though. They technically are on a clock. Not a very good clock, but it is a clock. All right, they hit Ancient Tomb. That can't be good for us. I can't imagine we come back from that. What are they? I guess they still can't cast Golos. That costs 6. We have hit no lands in our top CADs, which makes things challenging. Flips. 4 more flips. I mean, this game could be won because my opponent has no clock. We have just no lands, huh? I shouldn't have spoke about Lands. Lost a flip. 3 flips left. And an Ancient Tomb. All right, there's a Wasteland. So now they can play a Golos. 6 mana. They go to 6 life, 2 Ancient Tomb flips. Okay. Maybe if it's just normal Golos shops, then they can get Inventor's Fair here, which will really reduce the chance they die to their crypt. If it's not normal Golos shops, then 2 crypt flips. They don't have a lot of clock. They can get a Saga, and that'll help, but could still lose. If we win this game entirely from our opponent's mana crypt without playing a single spell, that would be pretty funny. I would enjoy that. I do think we'll probably draw the Scalding Tarn, though, if I had to guess. Or maybe the Tolarian Academy. It's not straightforward, which is interesting. I would think if they have an Inventor's Fair in their deck, they'll grab Inventor's Fair. If they don't have an Inventor's Fair in their deck, they'll grab Saga. Or Strip Mine, maybe. But they have to make a clock here, so Saga makes a clock. My opponent has lost a lot of mana crypt flips, though. It's been pretty reasonably lucky for us. It's in the tank. What's going to happen? What'd they get? A Dark Depths. Ooh. Okay. I mean, that's going to take at least 2 turns, so I have a chance. Good God. Mana Crypt 1? Come on, baby. No, they won the flip. That's probably game then. Because they can make a 20/20 and it's too late. Oh, they have Mirror too. Man, I needed them to lose a couple more flips, huh? Oh, actually, they don't have enough mana. We still have a chance. Unless they have second Mirror. Maybe. All right, I need them to lose this one at least. They won that one. Okay, so now if they have second Mirror, no. Yeah, now we die. Yeah, we need them to lose 2 flips, and they won both the last 2 flips. Man, that is unfortunate. All right, so it's combo shops, huh? Damn. What a game of Magic. We were so close to winning without ever casting a spell. Thanks, Basic Island. Unlucky. All right. Well, now we know what's going on. Pretty straightforward. We get to bring in 3 Hurkyl's Recall. And we get to take out 3 Flusterstorm. Probably bring in Needle, take out Misstep, bring in Op Agent for sure. Take out... I don't know if I care how many Saga tokens they have, or if they have Saga tokens. I think I just want to take out, like, Narset, and... I actually think we leave... This is kind of an interesting match where... Sphinx might not be good. It's kind of interesting because they have the 20/20s. I'm going to leave Citadel, I guess, as my Tinker target. It's kind of odd, huh? Feels weird, man. I want to get rid of this probe. All right. Or maybe I get rid of Snapcaster. This is fine. I like Prison Shops matchup. Got 3 basic islands, so... this hand technically does nothing, but... We do have 2 basics. Leyline of the Void, Leyline of the Void. Okay. Get these in play now. I think it makes sense to play the Opal, even though we could Brainstorm it away, force their first play, and then hope that Brainstorm finds us some power. Okay. I think I'm going to let that happen. I'm going to take the extra card for my Brainstorm here. I guess I could have... Yeah, I'm just going to do this. Hurkyl's Recall, huh? Well, this is not what we were looking for. at all. I can respond to the activation of Mirage Mirror and bounce it to buy time. Okay. Definitely fetching another basic island here. Rest down. All right. I don't have anything that does anything. Not thrilled. Maybe I could have forced. I don't really feel like forcing anything here was good. Strip mine. Annoying. Super annoying. Fetching basics. What's that good for? Absolutely nothing. I'm gonna cycle address down. Opposition agent. Okay. Currently does nothing with dress down in play, but all right, I'll get this wastelanded as well. What is this gonna be? Chalice on 0. Yeah, that's fine. Still have Hercules. Don't want to play this opposition agent and like let them mirror it. And I don't want to play Hercules until I have a combo. Like just drawing a PO is good enough, right? Hercules them and then PO for 3. Okay, cool. I'm kind of surprised they didn't choose to wasteland me. Maybe they were trying to get enough mana for Mirage Mirror. But this is kind of how these kind of matchups go. They don't like lock you out sufficiently or kill you fast enough, then you just plop their hand back into their hand, pop their cards back into their hand, and then play all this stuff. Yeah, that's gonna do it. Well, unfortunately, I actually can't cast this until the end. But that's okay. Sure, Mind Break Trap. Okay, I mean, might not be good enough. We can Hercules ourselves as well. Oh, now they have Thespian Stage. Oh, they have Golos. Oh no. Oh no. We're gonna lose because we went for Mentor? That's awkward. Kind of awkward. Okay, that should help. So I'm gonna go top. And then I'm going to activate top, hold priority, and Hercules myself. I didn't really see this coming. I could have played around that. All right, activate top, activate Hercules, put all my cards back into my hand, draw an extra card, play all my cards. I'm gonna do it again. This time I might spin. I might not though. Our mana is a little tight. Not super tight because we do have a mana vault. Probably can spin on this one. Dress down, flooded strand, flooded strand. Probably gonna have to fetch those away. Circles again. Okay. I don't know if like we're guaranteed lethal here, but it's probably really good for us. Weird game. Very odd game. Do I care about anything else? Not really. Maybe I shouldn't have cycled dressed out. I feel like I could have played that game fairly differently if I chose to. What is this hand? This hand's so bad. All right, I'll try again. Oh no, my basic island and my black spell and my no metal craft and my no blue card. Man, these hands have been atrocious. Wow. Wow. We are not. The good news is we have London and we can get the tanker. These opposition agents have looked atrocious. They've looked so bad, but these hands have been really bad, so. I think we just go for a tinker and hope it works. Just get rid of this underground sea. Keep Hercules. I don't even know if we can keep Hercules here, actually. I think I'm just going to go with this. Well, mulling to 4 here is obviously not ideal. If they sphere us, it's bad. They didn't sphere us. That's good. Basic island. Not the greatest draw here. A big problem here could end up being if we fail on our tinker, then they copy our citadel. Are they just going to go for Golos? Okay, I mean, I'm going to tinker and hope it works. It's the life I lead. I don't have a land drop to give, but I have 3 tops in my deck, so... Went for strip mine. Interesting. Ooh, I'm lagging like hell. Okay, all right, we're going for tinker. All right, 3 tops in my deck, baby. Let's go. One of my sensei's tops on top. Mana Crypt. Emerald. Brainstorm. Forcing Brainstorm? Probably not. Oh, those are really good. Those are among the best. All right. No problemo. Okay. That's 7. I have a Mana Crypt in play. I guess I could still lose this game. At 4. Well, maybe not. Am I at 3? Yeah, whatever. I'm at 3. Should be fine. I just need to deal 10 and have enough permanents here. Gotta be doable. Yeah, now I have Merchant Scroll for PO. Yep. All right. Wow. It was a little dicier than I thought it would be. Oh, I mean, I didn't brick, so... And I didn't hit any tops either, so... Oh, I guess technically 1, 2, 3, 4. I didn't do the math on this. I figured it was good enough. Okay. Yeah, that's 10. I just need to have enough permanents after. Yep. Okay. No combo shops getting through this PO player. It was way closer than it should have been. All right, we'll take it. Okay, here we go. 4th and final match of this prelim. We're actually paired up 2-1 versus the 3-0 world champion Javier Dominguez, which is pretty cool. Magic Online giving you a chance to play Vintage against world champions like Javier and Yuta is one of the coolest parts about playing Vintage on MPGO. So let's see what we can do here. Has quite a range, but definitely seen playing like rug controlling shells before. This hand's actually keepable in the sense that we can vamp for a Mana Crypt and we actually have a pretty reasonable set of plays. Don't think I'm going to go play a top. I think what I'll do is I'll hold up my fetch, don't give any information away, and then go vamp for Mana Crypt. And this is another big reason why. If I vamp for Mana Crypt, we get misstepped. It's pretty bad. I think I'm just gonna not do that, and I'm just gonna try to find a Moxen. Wish I had played top, but I think that's okay. It's unfortunate. I definitely wanted to have... Maybe I should have just gone island top spin. It's hard to say that in the blind, but... So I'm thinking probably like rug control. It's a collector roof. Okay. Moxen. Oh, can't say that was a good draw. Holy moly, we're dead. How do I play this game? I guess we just draw this underground sea next turn, and then we vamp for some... I don't know. This game is real screwed. I don't know how we're gonna play. Yeah, I mean, I guess you get to look at my hand and see how bad the things are over here. I don't know. Maybe I was supposed to... I think the biggest... oh, yeah. I don't know if that matters. I can't actually vamp on my upkeep here, so I don't really think it helps me. Yeah, I'll just rug collector roof control. Classic Ragavan collector roof non-bow here. Unfortunately, because they probe, they know that I have ambush viper as well. How do I win this game? Not quite sure. Yeah, I have no idea how I'm gonna win this game. I get vamp, and then I guess I vamp for ancestral and hope they have no counter spells, and then draw into mentor. Like if I had mana, then I could vamp for mentor, right? Very easy vamp for mentor angle. But because my opponent has such a mana advantage, because we hit no Moxen and we hit no lands immediately. There's just not much I can do about it. I think I just go ancestral, hope it works. Because I can't really afford to tinker either, and I also have my Citadel in my hand. So like nothing has actually worked in our favor. Oh wait, no, yeah. Ragavan steals it. So I can't even vamp. So there's just no point in playing that one out. We get to bring in Collector Roof, or Dismember for Collector Roof. We get to swap Citadel for Sphinx. I don't really like Opposition Agent here. This is fine, but not great. Don't really like... I mean, I like the fact that Karn is not pyroblastable, so it might just stay in as something that does something. But it's not great for me. My opponent's basically like Collector Roof control playing Rug. Maybe like this. My hand was super sus. Sand's much stronger though, obviously. How do I want to sequence this? Black Lotus Brainstorm to start. That baits Mental Misstep. Baits Negation. Pretty strong. Gets me a Force. Alright, so actually what I can do is put away these two lands. Crack them for a basic. And then cast Ancestral. Or do I want to bait with Karn? Would I rather go Karn or Ancestral? I think Karn, because I can play Ancestral again after. Oh, they'd have nothing follow-up. Okay. 4 Mud Script Soul Guide is the only thing in my yard. Don't think I care about a monkey. Okay, let's go for Ancestral. Looks like they have no force, no nothings. If they're going to F6 like this. In that case, I might as well go for Time Walk. All right, they're just off it. I don't really like the way I sequenced this game. Maybe I could have played this slightly differently. Karn was weird. Like, the Karn is weird, right? It's a colorless win condition, but it's not a very strong one. And I do have to kill or like have a blocker to kill the Ragavan, but it's like not that hard, right? As long as I have extra life on my Karn, I can play a Lattice, maybe stand up something else instead. You know, there's a couple plays. But okay, that was weird. It was a weird game. We kind of just had our broken cards and we just ran through them. All right, now we're on the draw though. So where does that get us? Pretty interesting game. Or pretty interesting. Not really. Actually, I guess it's not. The fact that that game went that way was surprising to me. Didn't really feel like it had to be like that, but maybe they, like, what did they keep that didn't have a force, had a monk, like, I think monkey was like good enough. I don't know. I don't really have a huge opinion or high opinion of monkey. His hand is like a little not great, but at least I have Dismember and Dress Down to fight Collector Roof. I don't think that Javier plays Deathrite Shaman in this deck, which is interesting. It's not a bad draw. What I'll do is, do I want to run my Merchant Scroll into a Flusterstorm? Yeah, I think I would rather not have Flusterstorm. I guess technically I don't have to play Merchant Scroll here, but I'm just gonna get Ancestral. All right, I mean, I have Ancestral, I have an island, so it's protected at least a little bit here. I will force a Collector Roof, and if they force back, I'm fine. I have Dismember. Oh, they're going to abrade my Ruby. Yeah, sure. Not happy about that, obviously, with my Mox Opal, but... oh boy. All right, well, I would rather run into Negation and Daze than run into Pyroblast Fluster, so I will just cast this Ancestral. Force. Force. Draw. Land, triple opal. All right, well, at least I have something to tinker, I guess. Didn't really want to draw 3 opals, and I just got rid of my Brainstorm, which is not ideal. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine. I don't think this card is good against PO, so I'm glad that we didn't have to go too deep to do it. It's just fine with losing it. So I'm looking for any land or Moxen. Okay. So yeah, we'll just go Mana Crypt, Opal, sack Opal, keep Mana Crypt. No, I'll just sack Mana Crypt. Oh, I guess if I didn't bring in, I don't have Vault anymore. So I get Strip Mined, I die. Okay. Let's just fetch now. I guess I wish I had Citadel in my deck still. I would definitely have Citadel there instead. What am I going to do? All right, I just have to hope they don't have Beseju, right? I wish I had played Opal and sacked Opal and kept my Mana Crypt. I definitely am sad about that, but 2 basics might be good enough here. I don't think I'm attacking red and 6. I don't know if I play that either. I think I just attack 3 times and hope it's good enough. I wish I had a Citadel. I would have snapped gone for Citadel there. but it is what it is. I mean, Sphinx is really good against this deck. All they have is Boseiju. And Strip Mine, obviously. Strip Mine is going to kick my ass as well. Okay, I'm going to hold all of these until maybe I can go for like a random PO or something. There's no real else. There's no other plays. I have made the play. It's whether or not they draw the win or not. This is just not a good card. I don't like that card. Time Walk is a good draw. Their Renin 6 goes up, yeah, or no? Oh, Mystic Sanctuary, Time Walk? Oh, no. Are we going to lose? So this goes up to 6. No. But they do get 2 turns. Well, they have drawing a Time Walk doesn't do anything unless they shuffle. Wait. What does drawing a Time Walk actually accomplish here? It gives them a Renin 6 activation, right? That's what it accomplishes. Okay. Oh my god, are they going to win because we didn't attack the Renin 6? Because they have Time Walk Wasteland Loop? Or... yeah, so they Time Walk... okay. And then they put Time Walk on top. They put this to 6. That's not infinite loops Time Walking, though. Wow. Oh, no, it is infinite. Uh-huh. Because then... I didn't think I should play around that. Was I really supposed to play around that? So they activate the emblem. And then every turn they Time Walk. I'll just show you guys. As long as they have a land in hand. Okay, yeah, that's it. Because they have every turn they bring back a land off of their Renin 6, and and then they cast Time Walk with Retrace. So I lose this game, and I could have prevented this by attacking Renin 6 once. I didn't think I needed to, but I guess I should have. Man. Well, this felt like a pretty one game. If I guess I just have to attack Renin 6 once. I didn't really think about Mystic Sanctuary, Wasteland, Time Walk looping to get your Renin 6 up to a high enough level. That was definitely not on my mind. So kind of a thrown game here. I do think if I had a Citadel, I would have gone Citadel and won as well, but I don't recommend bringing in Energy Flux against PO. It's not very good, but maybe this was just the best option. Well, I ended up with, 2-2, get some money back. These prelims are definitely a lot better now. Like I made some I went, 1-2 actually, right? Because I got a buy. We had a close match with Mono Blue Control. And then we beat Prison Shops and we had a buy. And then we lost to Rug. So kind of interesting. This deck still looks really good. It has some of these awkward PO draws. Maybe like I turn this Karn into another low cost thing, so I stop drawing so many clunkers. It's really hard to cut Mentor because Mentor is so good. It's really hard to cut Will because Will is like a win condition and a good card. And it's hard to cut Narset because I think Narset just plays really well into PO. Karn is like definitely cuttable, but I would like start to worry you don't have enough win conditions. I don't know what I would do though. But maybe I put Karn in the sideboard. How many matchups today did we really want Karn? Don't really care that much about Karn in this matchup. Like, none of the matchups today are truly like good Karn matchups, but we also didn't play like the most stock things. I don't know, what would I even play if I didn't play this Karn? Maybe a Knight's Whisper, maybe a Dress Down. Not sure. Maybe another Repeal. Maybe another Repeal or something like that. Not sure. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'm hoping that we will get to play in the vintage RCQ and stream it. That kind of just depends on my living situation. If I have internet, if I'm moved in. So we'll have to just wait and see on that one. New vintage videos this channel Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern. I will see you then.